November 5th, 2025, we are having a full moon in Taurus. So let's get into it. What's it going to mean for all 12 signs? Keep in mind, always remember that when you are watching horoscope videos, listen for your rising sign. Horoscopes are always written for your rising sign. So that is the disclaimer. Let's get into it. First, a full moon. What is it? A full moon is when you have the sun and the moon exactly 180 degrees from one another. And it's an indicator of a tug of war or a push and a pull between an emotional nature or your emotional nature and your purpose. So often what you see is your emotional nature, your heart is exposed by the sun. And it's showing you very much the core issue that can often be an indicator of what is holding you back or what's preventing you from achieving your purpose, or just how your heart is not always in alignment with what you're here to do or what you're supposed to do. So let's do it. Let's get started. Aries, you're gonna be first. Aries, let's get into it. Taurus is in your second house. This can make you a little traditional when it comes to your value system, but it also makes you very, very, very into your stuff, into your resources. The energy of Taurus in the second house is going to make you place an importance on those things that are valuable. Now, sometimes we're looking at luxury, but we're not looking at flash, okay? So this moon could potentially be illuminating for you your attachment to your things. And perhaps, maybe, especially in this economy, you're spending too much trying to keep pace, trying to keep up with what you're used to, but you're having to learn to let some of that go. You can't charge up your credit cards or borrow money from friends or family or expect people to give you things to keep up with your traditional lifestyle. You're going to have to learn that it's more valuable to not be in debt than to have the nice things. Taurus, this is your moon. The moon is exalted in Taurus. You are Venus ruled. This is happening in your first house of your body, of yourself, of how you're perceived. And so this moon is very much illuminating where you might get a little too wrapped up in how you're perceived, what you look like, how you come off, and what you have to offer in terms of things. You want to be seen as someone that can provide. And so this moon is potentially highlighting to you that it is okay to allow your partners to also provide for you, to give to you, that you don't always have to be the one to give to your partner. A partnership is an equal give and take. And so it's okay to allow your partner to pay for things sometimes. It's okay to expose yourself for what you really are, minus all of the stuff. So that's what I have for you for this moon. Let's go to the next. Gemini, it's your turn. This moon is happening in your 12th house. So this makes it a little bit more deeply psychologically, almost in a way that like you wouldn't have noticed or understood or really had access to. But what this moon is highlighting for you is almost like where your desire or need for things, your attachment to maybe like familial objects, lead to your downfall. The sun is going to be in your 6th house where you have Scorpio. So it's like you have an intensity to be constantly working. There's a passion that goes along with like working in your day-to-day routines. And it's almost like you're overworking yourself to maintain things, but it's from like a psychological need that you can't always understand or identify. And I think with this moon, there's going to be something highlighted that allows you to really see those like cyclical patterns and why you hang on to these things that you don't need to hang on to and how you can let them go. Cancer, it's your turn. And this moon is happening in your 11th house. The 11th house is all about your friendships, your social groups or affiliations. And this moon might be highlighting to you where you either hoard or give too much of your resources to your friends, or perhaps where you're trying to maintain a level of resources or things, money, to keep up with your friends, but to the detriment, because it's opposite 5th house, your passions, your excitement, those things that make you happy. It's like you're spending all your money to either like impress your friends, but you're not focusing on your hobbies and those things that really truly bring you joy. And so this moon might be highlighting that for you and how you can fix that and what you should actually be spending your money on. Perhaps art supplies versus trying to dress like all your friends. That kind of energy. Leo, it's your turn. I know you guys have been waiting so patiently, so let's get into it. Taurus is in your 10th house. Your 10th house is all about your career, but also your legacy, because not everybody is going to have a career. It's the things that people are going to say about you after you pass away. It's what you're going to be known for. It's the highest point in a chart. So when you have Taurus here, there is a desire to be traditional. There's a desire to be steadfast. There is a slow build, but there's also like a classic nature to it. There's a stubborn nature to it. Often what can happen though, because Taurus is a fixed sign and it is so stubborn, you often find yourself always there, always at work. But perhaps you're also staying in a career or trying to track towards some sort of legacy that isn't even really in alignment with who you are anymore. It's like you can't give it up because you've already put so much time, energy, and effort into it. But Tauruses can also be workaholics. So it's like this is the energy, this is the moon that's showing you where you're spending too much time in that area or that part of your chart. But really, truly, like maybe the real legacy is the children we have, the family that we have. It's what our family sees us doing, what they do with us. So this moon is calling on you to perhaps maybe leave the office and come home and put your resources, your time and energy into your family for a change. Virgo, you're the last one of this video, and this moon is falling in your 9th house. So with Taurus in the 9th house, you are, when it comes to your spirituality or your philosophies or your higher education, you're very stubborn, you're very fixed. Taurus doesn't necessarily do that great in the 9th because it is such an expansive house. So this is often someone that perhaps maintains the religion of their childhood without even really truly delving in and trying to figure out what it is they actually believe in. But the moon or the sun is in the 3rd house. It's in Scorpio. It's like meticulously diving deep and like really truly trying to find all the little gritty details about something. So where this moon might be showing up for you or illuminating for you is where you need to actually find your own way towards your spiritual nature. It's okay to pull back. It's okay to break free. It's okay to look into the mysteries of the world and find what you truly believe for yourself. So that's what this moon has for you. Stay tuned if you are Libra through Pisces. That one will be next.